we're digging into a really significant new partnership, one that could genuinely reshape how students learn. We're talking about Pearson, the global learning company, and Google Cloud. They're joining forces. So our mission today is to unpack what they announced just recently, June 26th, 2025. They're talking about accelerating new AI-powered tools for education. We want to explore what that actually means for students, for educators, the whole learning landscape, because let's face it, AI and cloud tech, they're not just buzzwords anymore, are they? They're actively changing industries, redefining skills for the future workforce. This partnership feels incredibly relevant right now.
Absolutely. And what's really interesting here, I think, isn't just like putting more tech in schools. It feels more fundamental. It's about empowering teachers, giving them the tools and the know-how to use AI safely, effectively. Think about it. This could really boost how students learn, but also equip them with skills they genuinely need for this, AI-driven world we're heading into. It feels like a foundational step, maybe, towards rethinking education.
That's a great way to put it, foundational. So let's formally introduce these two players, heavy hitters, really. First, Pearson. Most people know them for trusted K-12 products, services. For listeners maybe less familiar, K-12 is kindergarten through 12th grade. So things like Connections Academy, their virtual schools, GED assessments, loads of courseware. And they're making a point, it seems, of saying they're committed to applying AI responsibly. Correct. Grounded in learning science, validated by experts, built on their huge library of trusted content.
Right. And then you've got Google Cloud on the other side. They're bringing some serious tech to the table. This collaboration specifically uses their Vertex AI platform. That includes Gemini, which is Google's advanced AI model family. But crucially, Gemini here is infused with LearnLM.
LearnLM. Okay, what's the significance of that part?
Well, LearnLM is Google's set of models specifically fine-tuned for learning. They've trained it on tons of educational data, so it understands or aims to understand how people learn, how to structure information best, and it also includes agentic AI.
Agentic AI. Explain that a bit more.
Think of it like not just a smart tutor answering questions, but a more proactive learning partner. It might anticipate what a student needs next, maybe even design a quick mini lesson on the fly.
Wow. Okay.
And Google's also bringing its AI content generation tools. Things like Veo for video, Imagen for visuals, powerful stuff.
Okay, quite a combination then. So they've outlined several key ways they'll work together. Let's try and dive into each one. First up, the student experience. Personalized student learning. They're talking about accelerating these agentic AI-powered study tools. The goal is truly personalized learning. So tools that adapt to each student. Their unique pace, their progress, try to keep them engaged, supported, on track.
Exactly. And the real shift here potentially is AI moving from just being a tool to being an agent, something that can actively help shape a student's learning path. Pearson CEO Omar Abash, he mentioned moving beyond that one-size-fits-all model. And if you think about it, that could really change the teacher's role, too. Maybe less about just delivering content, more about facilitating deeper thinking, making those human connections.
That makes sense. And for that kind of personalization to work, teachers obviously need better insights. Which brings us neatly to the second pillar, data-driven teacher support. The idea is to empower teachers with, deeper data insights, using platforms like Google's BigQuery, apparently, to give them a really comprehensive view of student progress and learning needs.
And connecting that to the bigger picture, these insights allow for much more targeted teaching, right? Aligned with standards. Google Cloud's EMEA president, Tara Brady, she highlighted this, how it could give educators more capacity.
More capacity to do what, exactly?
Well, to focus on what really matters, sparking curiosity, developing critical thinking, fostering that love of learning, instead of, getting bogged down maybe in grading or admin tasks. Let the AI handle some of that so teachers can focus on the teaching.
Okay, that's a compelling vision. So the third area is about scaling AI-powered content and services. This is where those tools like Veo and Imagen come in, using them to enhance how schools access and implement Pearson's AI content, and scaling it. Fast, secure delivery. That seems key.
Yeah, and what's interesting here, I think, is how it tackles the practical side, the rollout challenges. It's one thing to develop amazing AI tools. It's quite another to get them working reliably, securely in thousands of different schools.
True. The logistics must be immense.
Exactly. This partnership seems to be addressing that sort of last-mile problem head-on. Learning from past tech rollouts, perhaps, making these resources globally accessible, scalable, that's a big hurdle they're trying to clear.
But with all this power, especially with student data, comes huge responsibility, which is the fourth area. Responsible and secure AI. Both companies are really emphasizing this. Responsible AI practices. Safe, private, built with everyone's needs in mind, students, teachers, schools.
And they absolutely have to, don't they? This is critical for acceptance. You're dealing with K-12 education. It's sensitive. Trust is paramount.
Absolutely.
So reassuring everyone, parents included, that data is safe, that the AI is appropriate, that's just non-negotiable for this to actually work in practice.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and fifth, they briefly touched on professional credentialing. Google Cloud is extending its agreement to use Credly by Pearson, or badging certifications.
Yeah, it might seem like a smaller detail, but it connects learning directly to careers. Think about it.
Yeah.
In this AI-driven job market, proving you have specific skills is crucial.
Right, verifiable skills.
Exactly. So you take a Pearson course, maybe using this new AI, you learn a skill, you instantly get a Credly badge. Employers can verify it. It strengthens that link between education and, actually getting a job or advancing your career. It makes skills more visible.
Okay, so bringing it all together, the vision from the leadership really highlights the ambition here. Pearson CEO Omar Abash said, when applied thoughtfully and responsibly, AI has the power to transform K-12 education, moving beyond a one-size-fits-all model to support each student on their unique learning journey. It's all about that personalization again.
And Tara Brady from Google Cloud echoed that, didn't she? She said their collaboration is about unlocking this potential, using Google's AI models, agentic expertise, so students get tailored support, teachers get intelligent tools, actionable insights.
Freeing teachers up to focus on inspiring curiosity, preparing students.
Precisely. It paints a picture of, hopefully a more supported, more effective learning environment for everybody.
It certainly feels like a partnership with profound potential.
Yeah.
Genuinely transformative, possibly, for education as we know it. The implications are just huge for students, teachers, the whole system.
It leaves you thinking, though, doesn't it? If learning becomes so personalized by AI, with these intelligent agents constantly adapting to you, guiding your journey, what does that actually mean for, say, the traditional classroom? Or even